believe in Nigeria and the promise that she holds. When I started writing, I've been extremely busy in the last 2 weeks. I've not had breathing space. And when I started writing, I found I was writing as a politician who's in the opposition. And early this morning when I woke up after my Fajr prayers, something said to me, what drives you? What's your story? Why did you become politically exposed 3 years ago? And I looked at what I had already printed out. And that's not what I wanted to talk about. We all know what the issues are. So my first paper was mainly talking about the issues. So you can see that here I'm doodling. And I literally got rid of that piece of paper because it talked about all the situations, about how negatively Nigeria has impacted Nigerians. We say it. May Nigeria not happen to, And then I asked myself those pertinent questions and I said to myself, that's not the reason why I started to speak up. The reason I started to speak up was mainly because I believe in Nigeria, in Nigerians, in the people, and our potential. Many people don't know this, but I'll share this. I rarely talk about it. But I grew up in a very nationalistic home. I'm the stepdaughter. Please, can we turn off our phones and put it on silent? I'm the stepdaughter of a Yoruba man. So I have 2 siblings who are Yoruba. So it's difficult for me to be anything but Nigerian. It's difficult for me to see tribe. Because the truth of the matter is, I was raised by my stepdad in a home filled with love. And he was in the military, retired as a senior officer. So the truth is, that means we were integrated. So I just woke up one day and found out that Nigeria was going in a certain direction that I didn't recognize. So the topic for my conversation this morning is Nigeria and her impact on Africa as a whole. And when I started to rewrite my story as a Nigerian, not a member of some opposition, my love for my country, I was reminded of it. So my name is Nana Sani Abakar Kazaure. I'm from Jigawa State. I'm from Kazaure. And I was somebody who broke the mold and decided to support somebody from the southern eastern part of Nigeria for his presidential race. And the rest, they say, is history. So now where I would like to come from in this conversation is, Mr. Femi Jubal said, this is not a Nigerian program. Yes, it's an international program, it's an African program. So I decided to even edit my title again, because initially I wrote, Nigeria, Know Your History. So Africa, I'm speaking to you now, you should know Nigeria's history. I stand here today as a proud national of Nigeria. I'll tell you people a personal story. I just remembered. I traveled to Dubai with my family one time and I lost my passport. So I was a Jane Doe. If they had killed me, if I had died, nobody would know who I am, because my family had to leave me in Dubai and come back home. And I had lost my passport. And yes, there was all the immigration, there was all that. It was a long time ago, so we had to send a document, because at that time we didn't have a Nigerian embassy in Dubai. They had to send a document from their immigration all the way to Kuwait. And then from Kuwait, I got what is called a laissez-passer. In French means let her pass. And every night, I would just be worried for myself. Because here I am, a strange person in a strange land. I barely speak any Arabic. Do you understand? And when I came home with my laissez-passer, a piece of paper telling me I should come back home. When people were shouting, oh, the airport is smelling. Oh my God, the weather is hot. Oh, I just stopped the whole crowd and I said, can you people just stop? Can we stop complaining? We have a country. You have your document. What are we going to do better than complain? Nigerians know your history. Do you know, Nigerians sitting here, and I'm speaking to Africa, but I'm speaking for Nigeria, are we aware that there was a time in Nigeria? Today, if South Africa can speak that they have a level of independence, it's because Nigerians fought for their independence on their behalf. So it breaks my heart when I hear of genocide, when I hear that South Africans attack Nigerians. Nigerians risked their lives. Nigerians stood against international government for South Africa to be independent today. Nigerians, politically, Nigerians used the entertainment industry at the time. They sang songs of solidarity so that South Africa can enjoy the independence that she enjoys today. What they've chosen to do with that independence is a whole other kettle of fish, and it's their kettle of fish. This same Nigeria that we vilify, also General Murtala Muhammad, it is believed that he was assassinated because of his role in Angola, stating very clearly under the MPLA, speaking, he was rallying around other African countries to ensure that countries like Angola be free. My father had friends and classmates, my stepdad now, had friends and classmates that worked and fought through ECOMOG in Sierra Leone and Liberia. Nigerians, in a unified way, spilt their own blood, their lives, to free other African countries. That's the country every single one of us sitting here comes from. That's our pedigree. That's our story. And it should never be taken for granted. We should not be mocked just because, unfortunately, we've had a series of poor leadership. Does not change the fact that we are the giants of Africa. I was thinking we'd give ourselves a round of applause right there, because if I ask every one of you, your father was probably in the army, you have an uncle in the military somewhere that went on those courses abroad. So we should learn to applaud ourselves in Nigeria. Despite everything that we're going through, we've also given to other countries. We supply, even though it's just 6% electricity, to Burkina Faso, to Niger. Are we aware? To Mali? No, not Ghana. I'm part Ghanaian. No, let's not go there. No. Please don't say it when you get to it. Google is your friend. There was a time when Nigeria sent soldiers to Gambia and Senegal. Do you know that a Yoruba man, Chief Justice Akinola Aguda, was the Chief Justice of another country? Because Nigerians are cerebral. Because Nigerians, when we put our heart to something, good or bad, we succeed. When we hear of our doctors leaving Nigeria in droves, it's not because they don't have brains. It's because they are so brainy and given the right position, given the right country, given electricity, given fuel, given security, they thrive. Somebody said something to me that in their country they used to buy things in bulk. Big Milo, big milk, big. And so a lot of people were always starving. Guess what Nigerians did? Northerners, Igbos, guess what they did? They would buy the big Milo, buy the big Nido, buy the giant sugar, tie it into small. To you, that doesn't look like it's innovation because it's natural to us. Pure water to you is not an innovation because you probably grew up seeing it. Even before it became the square sachet, it was tied in a triangle and people sold it. So to you, you don't think it was, but that's what Nigerians were doing. So they alleviated the starvation that was impending in other people's countries because those people could not afford to buy in bulk. Specifically South Africa, Ghana. Those are the countries that I know specifically that Nigerians came and impacted their way of buying and selling and doing business. Why? Because we have even up to tomato paste in sachet form. That in itself has its own issues. But then again, it means the woman selling akara can afford 100 naira to have a bit of tomato to add to her rice to feed her family. Initially, people used to have to buy their packets of seasoning in packets. It was Nigerians that started doing 3, tie 5, tie 10. So everywhere we go with innovation. Everywhere we go, we change the status quo. Irrespective of how they tell us, oh, we're too loud. Nigerians, go and be loud. Let them know that you are here. The Nigerians are here. We're here to change what is to what should be. Don't be ashamed of your green passport. Don't be ashamed to be called loud. Don't be ashamed to be called, well, poverty capital of the world. Trust and believe is because of our numbers. It's because we are so many. That's why every time you look at data, we are at the higher part. It's not so bad, and it could be better because of the people in Nigeria. I cannot overemphasize or underemphasize what young people have been able to do in the entertainment, fashion, and art industry. We know that everywhere in Nigeria, let me give you people a story. Do you know that growing up, Nigerians would only wear, I'm a woman above 40, so hey, I know a lot. Now, there was a time that Nigerian women only tied wrapper and a blouse. And it was Ghanaian and Ivorian women who wore the skirt. My point here is, when in the 90s, Nigerians took on wearing skirt and blouse and doing Ankara and all those things, we came out with magic. And till today, even which award was it that TikTok went agog? Was it AMVCA award? Where the Nigerian attire was just all over the internet, made by Nigerian tailors, made by Nigerian. So the fashion industry in Africa is nothing without the Nigerian tailor. And the beauty about us is our entrepreneurial spirit. Is it Nollywood? I hope we are aware that after Hollywood and Bollywood, it's Nollywood. We are the third largest movie industry in the world. That's us. That's you. That's me. So these are not simple feats. Today, our musicians, Afrobeat has become Even Prince Charles, I was shocked when Prince Charles was having an interview, and he was saying, I think he listens to, is it Wizkid or Burna Boy, one of the two, King Charles. He mentioned on his playlist Obama, the former president of America, on his playlist Nigerian Afrobeat. So we are influencers. Everywhere we go, we influence. But now, even our food, they'll be struggling jollof rice with us. Those Ghanaians will be struggling jollof rice with us. Those Gambians will be struggling. That's because, you know what? I remember one time I was in Ghana and they were telling me, oh, something, you Nigerians, something, my cousins, by the way. Anyways, and I said to them, I said, you guys don't have the variety that we do. You go to somebody's house and they mix their jollof rice with crayfish. Do you understand? We've mixed jollof rice with palm oil and a bit of groundnut oil. We have our own. So there's that variety. There's a meal in Ghana called wache. It's eaten predominantly by the northern Ghanaians, who are predominantly of Nigerian descent anyway. So when you're Hausa and you hear waike and a Ghanaian is telling you wache, it's our rice and beans. So even our food has gone international. There are companies abroad now. In fact, I was stunned. I'm part of a group where we import things from China. They're importing banga soup. They're making banga soup. They're making our egusi soup. They're making, and I'm like, whoa. That's a whole other industry on its own. Yes, Nigeria is plagued with insecurity. Yes, Nigeria is plagued with the menace of cyber insecurity. But who is the Nigerian at heart? So I'm asking you, somebody should give me an answer. I don't want to just speak. I'd like somebody in the crowd to say to me who they think the Nigerian is. Who is the Nigerian? Absolutely. Absolutely. So when you are an influencer, what you should think about is, what am I influencing? Who am I influencing? I witnessed on the flight, I just got back from Cross River State. My friend lost her dad, and I traveled, and as we were going, this young man decided to turn on we were told to turn off our phones, and his phone was on. And he was making a call while we were just about to land, which is one of the most dangerous times for you to be on a call. Anyway, to cut a long story short, we made a ruckus about it, and people came and started begging us. And I asked them a simple question. Who are you as a Nigerian? That's the airport security, the DSS, everything. I asked them, who are you as a Nigerian? And they were stunned. They expected me to say, do you know who I am? And I didn't come from that angle. And I told them, I said, the reason why things happen to us the way they do is because we like to cover up. It's because we like to pretend. You know, Nigerians, we're very strong people. We have stealth. So irrespective of what we're going through, we show up. Irrespective of what the average Nigerian is going through, they will laugh. It's comedy. It has its pros and it has its cons. It's time to take your country seriously. Because even Ghana now is daring to say, let Nigeria go. Remember, I'm part Ghanaian. My name is Nana. Nana AC. So my Nana is double barrel. When you are an influencer, you need to retool your mind. When you are a Nigerian, just know that you are There's greatness inside of you, whether you like it or not. So you must retool your mind and do the right thing. Make it imperative that you're doing the right thing at the right time with the right people. It's enough, all this covering. You see, yes, I know that Mr. Femi said it's an African whatever, but you know what? I'm speaking to my people in my country. It's time to stop the whitewashing. What is wrong is wrong is wrong. If you know about it, speak up. The reason why we jackpot to countries that are not up to us is because we don't speak up. It's because we are afraid to speak up. It's because we have allowed ourselves to be less than who we were born to be. And that's why I said, know your history. Many of these countries that are talking, we fed Ghana. We fed them. Tell any Ghanaian. Nigeria was sending corn. I dare say that they hadn't seen yellow corn. They didn't know what gari was in the 70s, 80s. They didn't know gari. They ate their cassava in a different form. We were the one that taught them, if you prepare gari this way, to rise and rise and rise. Because you know that there was a time in Nigeria, gari was for what? For people. Yes? I lie? I lie? We fed some of these countries. What's happening? That we can't even feed ourselves. There's the fear of food shortages. We won't say we're not aware. In our own country, why? Because all we do is consume, consume, consume. And our lines of production on a daily basis are growing slimmer because of insurgency. Agrarian communities are depleted. There's destitution. What are you and I going to do about it? Every time I come into halls, I ask a question: when are we going to leave the halls and go right back and face those people that are bothering us? No African should be able to stand up to any Nigerian and treat us as if we are less than. And you know when that will stop? Do we know? Do we have an idea of when this will stop? Pardon me? And when we choose to love ourselves. When I begin to see you as a human being first, and not my tribe, not my religion, not my ethnicity. And that's why I told you people a brief history of my life. Being raised in the home of a man from another tribe. Until the day I do not see him as a Yoruba man, because I remember they called his name and he's Yoruba. Yes, you, in the brown cap. Until I don't see the next person as an Edo person or an Auchi person. I don't see this person as Hausa or the next person as Birom. I just see them for their humanity and what it is they can bring to the table. It's okay to be proud of where you come from regionally and ethnically, but in relation with one another. Until we tear down those things that, because at the end of the day, that's what is used against us. That's why we don't have health care that we should. Are you aware that Nigeria is the worst country for a woman to give birth? Oh, yeah, and I've lost 2 sisters to childbirth. One in Burkina Faso, the other in Kano. So you can see that that is a raw nerve for me. My 2 sisters didn't have to die in childbirth. So the reason we don't have the health care that we should, the reason our doctors leave our country in droves, is because we don't speak up. I'm guilty. Have you never bought fake drug before? innocently and you discovered it was fake, what did you do about it? Have you never bought fake fuel before? I'm asking, have you ever bought adulterated fuel before? Did you do anything about it? Have you never lived in a substandard house before or seen a substandard house? What did you do about it? Have you ever ordered pounded yam and they mixed it with semo? Or they mixed it with gari? What did you do about it? Have you never bought palm oil that you know this is not original palm oil or groundnut oil or engine oil? What did you do about it? So you're part of the problem. You are part of the reason why Ghana, South Africa, and some funny countries, with all due respect, even America, even the UK, today our naira has been devalued. Yes, for political reasons, economists will come and tell you, but why? We didn't say anything. Our parents didn't say anything. And today we are also silent. So if we do not speak up, if we do not stand up for one another, then I'm sorry, it might just be bleak for Nigeria. If we do not stop the bleeding and start the healing, we might not have a Nigeria in the few coming years. Is that what we want? No, I'm not convinced. Is that what we want? So how do we stop the bleeding? Does anybody have an idea how we stop the bleeding? I like to be interactive. Can somebody share one pointer, something? How do we stop the bleeding in our country? Absolutely. What does being a patriot mean? It's in Nigeria's best interest to continue to play the leading role, even just because of our sheer numbers, even just because of our sheer brilliance and tenacity. We must not drop the ball. And if you are not, Mr. Femi said something about politics and economy. I've always said to people that they walk and they work hand in glove. So if you are not politically inclined or exposed, you're not doing your country a service. Nigeria is in an emergency situation. Mayday, mayday. Join a political party that aligns with what you believe in. I'm serious. Because it's the politics that handles your policies. And it's those policies and the lack of the will of leadership that has put Nigeria where she is today. I don't think there's anybody below the age of 18 here, is there? Okay, maybe 2 or 3. Because we can see those that are not yet. But if you're not a card-carrying member, if you don't have your voter's card, then you are equally as bad as the government you complain about. I can see somebody burying his head. I'm glad I've been able to prick your conscience. If you're not carrying your voter's card, you're a problem. And I always say to people one simple thing. If you are an adult and you don't go out to vote, you don't have any reason to complain about the government. Just keep quiet. Just be quiet. Even if you have never traveled out of the country, with the advent of social media, countries from outside have come to you. They're in your screens. They're in your faces. Nigeria is more beautiful. Who has ever been to Ekiti State here? Who has? Do you know that who has ever been to Plateau State? I'm asking because people don't realize that the topography of Plateau State and Ekiti State are very similar. It is such a beautiful state on its own, no buildings, nothing. Have you traveled from by road, Lagos to Ghana, and then you see the coast? Have you seen Delta State? Those of you from Delta, have you been to my state, Jigawa? Do say on its own, it looks like Plateau, the state capital. Where I come from, Kazaure, do you know that we have birds that migrate and come to nest? They leave colder regions and come to our... What are we doing about our tourism? Our country is more beautiful than all these other countries we aspire to go to. So if you don't have your voter's card and you do not exercise your right to vote, please, pardon what I'm going to say, shut up. Just shut up. Don't complain if you walk into a place and the AC is not working. Don't complain if the price of rice is not regulated. Don't complain if the price of fish was 700 yesterday, it's 4,000 tomorrow. Don't complain because you didn't participate. When I say speak up, I also mean with your thumbprint. And there's that story, oh, votes don't count in Nigeria. Yes, they don't. That's because you don't participate. Because the truth of the matter is 20 of us registered and 20 of us showed up. Is it 1 or 2 or 3 thugs that can fight 20 willing people, 50 willing people, 100 willing people? I sit on television and I ask Nigerian government, how many bullets do you have to take out 200 million people? Now got time. How many canisters of tear gas do you have to tear gas 200 million people? We are the giants of Africa. It's no gainsaying. It's not talk. It's no cap, like young people say. We're not capping. But then what do we do? What are we doing? What do we say about our country? What do we say? How do we feel about our passport? I stopped complaining about my country a long time ago. Me, I love my country. I'm not going to Japa anywhere. I'm Nigerian born, Nigerian raised, Nigerian schooled. Yes, and I stand confidently everywhere I go. And I'm giving us a charge today. Everywhere we go, wear your Nigerian'S. Don't let them talk you down. I had a woman one day. My story is long. Is my 30 minutes up yet? Let me know. Last story. I had a woman. Her name was Shaila. She's Indian, Kenyan. And then we had Koja. And we were working with Schlumberger at the time. And she said, oh, she was having dinner with people. And they said to her, she was quite nasty to Nigerians. And I never allowed her. And guess what? She made me her second in command. That's a story for another day. The reason I'm sharing this story is, she said, oh, that they were sitting down. And the people were like, oh, you know, Nigeria is the bottoms of Africa. And other Nigerians were sitting down there. And I told her, I said, you and your husband are illiterate. Have you ever looked at the map of Africa? And coincidentally, there was a map of the world on the wall. And I went. That's why we're influencers. Even the place that we have been geographically located is the trigger. Just draw your African map. This is the Horn of Africa. Draw it. So how are we? How? And what did you tell me Nigerians are? Influencers. That's why we're at the trigger point of Africa. That's how gracious even our geography has been to us. And I told her, I said, you all are illiterates. And if it was good for you in India or Pakistan, why are you in Kenya? You're not Kenyan. And she was so upset. So I want us to end. Well, I'm ending now. My time is fast spent. I hope I've been able to charge us and remind us of who we are. Know your history. It's painful. Mr. Femi Jubal always talks about, there's something he does. Is it the inner work? Something. We have to look at the inner work of Nigeria and remember our history. We have a good history. We have a powerful history that freed many countries from their own slavery. So, there's a song we used to sing when we were small. I don't know if you all know it. Nigeria go survive. Africa go survive. My people go survive. Oh, Nigeria go survive. Sing. Nigeria go survive. Africa go survive. My people go survive. Oh, Nigeria go survive. Let's sing. Nigeria go survive. Africa go survive. My people go survive. Oh, Nigeria go survive. One more time. Nigeria go. Africa. My people go survive. Oh.